out, folks. All right, guys, welcome to another video. So today we are actually going to get into my overall thoughts as to where I believe the market is going, as well as a few other things regarding the stock market and kind of what's going to happen next week. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Okay. So first thing I want to say right now is regarding the stock market right now, we are only down about 18% from highs. Obviously, you got to go down to about 20% or more to even be considered in a bear market. We're not even there yet. So as bad as things have gotten right now and as much fear as there is right now and different things like that, I actually don't think that where we are right now is a big deal. Part of the way that we notice is we also have not seen capitulation. And even though there is some fear, people aren't just absolutely freaking out the way that I think they will eventually be doing so when the bear market really comes, you know. So I don't get me wrong. I do think we're in a bear market. I do think that that 18% rally that we saw in August in the stock market is a bear market rally. Obviously, that won't be confirmed until we reach a new low. I think that's coming. So let me show you guys where I think we're going. OK, first, it's important to point out the average decline for the stock market, at least in terms of during bear markets, is 34%. On average, since 1928, out of the 26, 27 bear markets, on average, the market has declined 34%. Now, sometimes the decline might not be as worse, like what we saw in 2020. That decline wasn't as bad. Sometimes they can be worse, you know, like what we saw in different years like 2007, 2008, where the market pretty much declined 51%. So sometimes they could be worse. Sometimes they could be not as bad. Sometimes they could be a little bit better. So what I want to say is regarding this market right here, 34% decline from the highs that we saw would actually put the S&P 500 at 3165. And I know that sounds absolutely insane. I know to some of you guys who really don't know, that can sound crazy. It's like there's no way the market's going to go that low. But if you look at on average, what typically happens during bear markets, the S&P declines 34%. 34% decline from all-time highs would take us to 3165, guys. So yes, you guys know I've been eyeing that 3500 number. I've talked about that numerous times on my channel, but now I want to really put things into perspective. As crazy as some of you guys think 3500 on the S&P 500 is, I'm here to tell you guys right now, honestly, it could get much worse, because I'm here to tell you a 30% decline from all-time highs would actually put the S&P 500 at 3357. So it basically put it at 3,357. That's significantly lower than the 3,500 that I've personally been targeting. So I just want to keep you guys open-minded regarding that. Now, let me tell you guys some other things that I want to bring up in this video. So a lot of people have been comparing the stock market that we're seeing right now in terms of the economic climate, the Fed, inflation, as well as the tech bubble that we saw basically in 2021, where all the Cathie Wood stocks went to the moon, the penny stocks, and all the crazy YouTubers, and just all the foolishness, right? A lot of people are comparing it to the 1973 74 bear market as well as the 2000 bear market. Let me show you guys exactly how the market did during that time. So we'll look right here. During the 1974 bear market, the stock market declined 48%, and that bear market lasted 630 days. If we go down to the tech bubble that happened in the 2000s during the dot-com crash, the stock market declined 36%, and that bear market lasted 546 days. Now, let's just go ahead and compare this a little bit to the 2020 bear market, because I want to make sure everybody understands. The 2020 bear market was special, okay? That's a once in a lifetime. We're probably never going to see that again. That bear market declined 33%, and it only lasted 33 days. Now, I want to make it very, very clear to you guys. As not so bad as that bear market was, because it lasted 33 days, it was very, very short because the Fed came in and saved the day. That bear market still declined 33%. And I would actually argue, guys, there's been a lot of people arguing this, and I would argue this as well. We actually were supposed to have a serious bear market during that time. As a matter of fact, a lot of other places had a serious bear market during that time. Ours was very, very short. And so I think all the Fed did was they delayed the inevitable. That's all that they did. They came in, they saved the day, and now 2 years later, here we are again. So regardless of what the Fed did, this brutal bear market that we're destined for, in my opinion, is bound to happen. And I say all that to say that don't be surprised if the stock market ends up going even lower than the 34%. It could. I know it sounds crazy, guys. I know it's hard for you to believe. There's no way the S&P is going to go to 2,900. You're crazy, Echoes. You're insane. I'm telling you right now, as crazy as this sounds, the S&P could go all the way to 3,000. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not exactly making a prediction. I'm just showing you guys what can happen by looking at history. We're looking at 1973, 74, as well as the 2000s, which is what many people are comparing today's situation to. Look at what happened during those bear markets. That's all I'm trying to show you guys. And then just taking all of the bear markets that have happened since 1928, they've all fallen on average 34%. Again, there's no guarantee that the market will fall that low. But again, let's just say that the S&P 500 falls 30%. That would still put the S&P at 3,357, which would be absolutely insane. People would absolutely lose their minds. Every single YouTuber who had people buying when the S&P was at 4,800 last year would lose all credibility. People would just lose their freaking minds. People would lose their butts. People would lose so much money. People would be depressed. And it would just be a very sad story. But I'm here to tell you guys right now, this is why I am still keeping cash. Yes, I've been doing some buying. Yes, when the S&P went to 3,600, I'm sorry, not 3,600. I didn't exactly catch the bottom. When the S&P went to 3,700, I did start buying. You guys know I bought Bank of America, I bought Amazon, I bought Disney, and I bought the S&P 500. I think I bought one other stock too. But anyway, you guys get the point. The bottom line is, I'm not surprised. That's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. A lot of people get surprised when they start to see these downturns. I'm not. I feel like I really know what's coming. I mean, again, you can't predict. But do I think that the low is going to be 3,700? No, I honestly don't, guys. I honestly don't. I think we're going much, much lower. And I'm trying to tie in a little bit of history as well as just the overall average of how the bear markets honestly perform to kind of paint you guys a picture so people can wake up from delusion land. Oh, the low is going to be the June lows, 3,600, 3,700. That's it. We're safe. We'll be okay. Buy the dip. No. And I've said this so many times on this channel. So that's just kind of where I'm at with it. Okay. Now let's go ahead and actually talk about next week. The next week is definitely going to be our moment of truth here. This is the chance the Fed has, in my opinion, to really step on the necks of the stock market. What we know is that the Fed has been very clear on their stance that they're going to continue to be more aggressive. They're going to continue to hike rates, and they're going to do everything that they can to fight inflation. However, we know for a fact, guys, that the market just doesn't believe the Fed. I think this upcoming week on Wednesday during FOMC is the Fed's chance to show the market that they're serious. So as of before, the market pretty much expected anywhere from maybe a 25, 50, maybe possibly slight chance, a 75 basis point rate hike. And now things have drastically changed. Now the market expects the Fed to do anywhere from a 75 to a 100 basis points in terms of their rate hike. I think this is the Fed's chance. I really do. And honestly, to be honest with you guys, I actually think that next week is probably going to be that sell-off that we were, not exactly the sell-off that we were looking for, but I think that the Fed is going to get it right this time. At least I hope they do. And I think the Fed is really going to stick it to the markets. And I'm hoping that Jerome Powell might go Paul Volcker. He might not. But the bottom line is, I don't think the Fed is going to be soft next week. I think the Fed is going to continue to stick to their message. Hopefully they do a good job of sending the message to the market that they're actually serious. And I think that the Federal Reserve is going to do anywhere between a 75 to a 100 basis point rate hike. And again, I would not be surprised. This is just my opinion. I would not be surprised to see us test those June lows either this month or in October. That's just my honest opinion. It doesn't necessarily mean it'll happen. It could happen later on down the road. But either way, I think it's going to happen, guys. So all I want to say in this video is buckle up, get ready. Don't be emotional because your stocks are going down and, buy the dip, bro. We're going to the moon. Understand that we are in a bona fide, legit bear market that I think is going to last for some time. That's just my honest to God opinion. And that's all I can really say. So anyway, there you guys have it. That'll go conclude today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.